is pleased to bring you our feature presentation.
To return some videotapes. 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 Videotapes.
Welcome back, once again. This feels like it's like right in front of my face. To Strange Glow Video on the Ectoviolence channel. This is Darwin's side. And his
Yes.
butt. And his butt. Yeah.
He's going to show us everything.
He's like, look at my ass, look at my ass.
If that doesn't qualify for a super chat somehow, I don't know what does, because he's showing it all.
Yeah. We will read any and all super chats, but let's be honest, we're probably going to read most of the chats anyway.
Absolutely.
Let me see here. I'm going to actually make it so you can see those real quick while we're
Chitty chatting.
chitty-chatting about that chat box. Yeah, the
Chat box.
All right, you can see that now. There's nobody there but me saying say hi if we're here. We have a couple of viewers, but anyway, we're talking the best physical media releases of 2025, and specifically ones that we bought, because there were plenty more that I wanted to buy.
Oh, yeah,
didn't
trust
get.
me. Yeah, I've got a whole collection of physical media that I have not purchased yet. It's things that I want, but I don't have.
So I gathered 7 items. I could have just gathered everything I bought this year and gone through it, you know, but that would be a whole pain in the ass. But specifically,
that'd be
new
a-
releases, not old stuff, obviously. I mean, some of the movies are old for sure. Actually,
Yeah.
almost all of them are. But regardless, some fun stuff to chat about there. We would be chatting some Stranger Things stuff tonight. I guess we can chat about the first episode, like briefly, because we're probably not going to do a full review of this part 1. We'll probably just wait to review together until you've seen everything at this point.
Yeah, I mean, episode 1's a big episode. Now, granted, I've only seen that one. I just finished it this
Now,
evening.
Where does that one end? Tell me so I don't go past that.
Okay, so that one ends with what appears to be Vecna breaking into Holly's room on her bed.
Oh, okay, cool.
I guess we
Gotcha.
should have said spoilers, because if you haven't watched it, whoops. Sorry,
Right.
that's my bad.
I think everybody else, I think you're the only one who's only seen one episode, to be honest, at this point.
Yeah, it's trying to watch it with Liz, and it's just been so hectic that we haven't gotten caught up. But I have watched a lot of Stranger Things, so
Yeah.
my boys finally started watching, and so they got
That's
through
fun.
season 1, season 2, and part of season 3.
Hell yeah, dude. If they can find some shit for them to watch, bro. I love
Mm-hmm.
that. Kids sitting down and actually watching movies and media, especially like actual kids these days, like versus, I'm not talking about people who are 20 now. Even people who are 20 now have a hard enough time fucking watching movies.
Well, and so they were like addicted to doom scrolling.
Right.
And I say addicted just because they just want to watch like shorts on YouTube.
We kind of everybody is, if we're honest, right? Everybody wants to watch this bullshit, and half the time we don't even realize we just get sucked into it, and then we're like, what the fuck?
Yeah. So they would do that all the time. So I got rid of the game room setup I had. That's why I'm in a different area if you've been tuning in before. So like I had a TV upstairs.
Honestly,
and
I can't even tell that you're in a different area because the angle's the same with the cabinet behind
Yeah,
you there.
the
I guess
color
there's
is
another cabinet back there, isn't there now?
No, I had both of these, but
Okay.
it's just better angle. But it was a different color wall, and I had some other posters and stuff, but I'm in the living room now, which is fine. But I got rid of that TV in there, and I put a smaller TV. I made my boys each have their own room.
Yeah.
To stop the doom scrolling. And since then, like, we played a lot more like board games and other stuff, and that's why they've been wanting to watch it, because they're down here with me, and like I'm like, hey, do you guys want to watch this show? Check it out, like watch an episode. If we don't like it, that's fine. And they just been sucked into it, so it's been pretty cool. But I think that's part of it. They don't have devices just to watch all the time over here. Like when they're at their mom's house, they have their iPads, I think, and that's how they watch a fair amount of stuff. But
Right.
uh,
Well, it sounds really like an old person-y thing to be like kids and their iPads, but I mean, to a certain extent, it is true. Like once, like you've dealt with it sometimes where kids just like have disinterest in like other media, like long form, like that can't even hold their attention. They're like, I have zero interest in that.
yeah, and it's like a dopamine dump, and like you read about it, and you're just like, man, that is bad for kids. And so I'm just like, okay, let's try to fix this. Let's try to get into some more stuff. And
Well,
so far,
especially
it's
it's
been
like
working out pretty well.
imagine like that's what your parents are trying to do to better your mental health is showing you Stranger Things. Like, yes, please.
Yeah, and I mean, they watched Ghostbusters: Frozen Empire with me, and
Sick.
their mom's not a fan, so that's neither here nor there. But they are kind of into it, kind of not. And so I showed them the original movie a while back, and they kind of liked it. They weren't super like, hey, let's watch that again.
Yeah.
And so I showed them this one. They had a lot of fun with it. There's younger characters in it, more relatable characters to their age group.
Mm-hmm.
And so they had fun. And that was when I was opening my HasLab Ecto. And so, like, we're putting that together while watching Frozen Empire. It was a pretty good experience. And that's actually right before we came and saw you.
Nice.
And yeah, it was just so cool seeing them get into that. And like, even tonight, they came over and we watched the Mario movie. And we'd seen that in theaters, but now they're just wanting to watch more stuff with me and just be more present. And that was after they played out in the snow. So I think there's ways to do it. It's definitely a challenge as a parent to get people interested in that. I mean, even adults these days, man, right? Like, I don't doom scroll as much as I used to because I'm actively like going to college. So like a lot of my free time is parenting and trying to do that. And it's just so many other things. But, like everyone I know is like always sending me TikTok videos. And I'm like, I'll usually check out what people send me, but I don't just get on there and scroll.
See, I thought the haircut was related to you just being excited for Stranger Things. I thought you'd have seen all the episodes by now.
Yeah, no, a lot of people are in their Taylor Swift era or whatever, but I'm in my Britney era. So, I think last week we had a pretty heavy end of the episode, and I just felt like needed to change things up a bit. So, buzzing my head.
There you go.
Now, I didn't want to pay anybody to do it, so I did it myself. That's obviously why it's like one even length, because I haven't like learned to like smooth edges and all this other stuff yet. So
You don't need to look like a teenager's haircut. You don't need a fade, bro.
I'm just saying.
I'm just saying
Even-
too. Like, you don't need it. It's fine.
Yeah. Anyway, so mixed it up. Had to do that for myself. So feeling much better.
Well, let's
then-
get into some of this physical media.
Yeah, let's chat that because we can talk Stranger Things at the end.
I've got first up. I'll just grab. I'm not doing these in any particular order, but this was the first big box from Arrow Video that I purchased. I have
Okay.
a couple other Arrow releases, but just the standard releases. This is Deep Blue Sea.
Nice.
So this is like the big box. This is the slip cover that's on the outside. Has all the information. Slides
So-
off.
So what's the big box for? Is that just like for entertainment value or what?
What do you mean? It has extra stuff.
Okay, cool. Okay.
And the regular
makes-
case on the inside. So you slip the slip cover off,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like this nice, like box, like
Oh, high quality cardboard.
yeah. And on the inside, it has the regular 4K box here.
Okay. Oh,
Which-
I like that artwork. That's fun.
Yeah, you can get the regular artwork. And what I like about Arrow and a lot of these companies now is they put the reversible artwork on there for you.
Oh, that's legit. So you can have the regular poster art if you want that, or their classic release.
Yeah.
Yeah, because a lot of new art for me is questionable. It's just like it's hit or miss.
Well, I often just prefer the original artwork too for a physical media, or at least like if the box is like this is fine, but when I take out the movie, I usually like to reverse them.
I mean, for me and you, that's nostalgia purposes, but for someone that may just be getting into physical media, it might be that new cover art that gets their attention. Oh yeah, poster.
Original poster. This
Beautiful.
one I am going to frame on this side, I think, eventually. And then it has the
Yeah.
other artwork on the other side too, the new artwork. So
They make some double-sided poster hangers that you should get, like that Ghostbusters 2 Hardy's poster I have. I've gotten a double-sided one. That way you can just easily rotate it without having to take it out of the frame and just turn it around, hang it from the ceiling that way. That's what I would do with that.
and it came with a few postcards for Aquatica. So you get the shark and then Greetings from
Oh.
Aquatica.
That's cool.
A couple of those.
Nice.
And obviously the movie itself, and the other thing here is a little booklet about the movie. Quite a lot in here, though. Like, honestly, like
That's good.
it's a real, like, 50 pages or something. Okay, yeah, 59 pages.
That's gonna be a good read, I bet.
Yeah, especially if you're really into the movie. And I'm really into Deep Blue Sea. Although it is surprising even to me that this is the only big box of theirs I own. Although Ninja Turtles will be coming in December, so that'll be my second one.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I haven't ordered that yet. I probably will.
Amazon's
It
a way
just-
to go just because they'll ship it the day of. I
Yeah.
never order through Arrow. I mean, I apparently they've been actually starting to ship some people's early. Some people's have already shipped so that they might get it. But
I mean, if everyone else is doing that, I don't see why they shouldn't. You know what I mean?
right,
Like, if you know Amazon's going to get it to me on release date, you should do that too.
right. That's my number one. What do you got?
So it's not even my number one. It's just the first one I'm going to show, and
that's what I mean.
it came out this year, and it is Twin Peaks from Z to A, the re-release here.
Yeah,
and-
I got that on mine too. So.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Oh, oops.
Yeah, I had the Showtime set, or not the Showtime. Yeah, I think it was the Showtime set. It was the other box that they had
You
released,
had the
basically.
previous from Z to A, but like the simplified one, right? Not the big like square box.
Mine was the one with Dale Cooper on the cover,
Bro.
and for whatever reason, that one's going pretty high now. I know. You say Dale
That
Cooper
does
on the
not
cover.
help.
I think it was the Showtime release though, but
Well, the
This
Showtime
came-
release, Showtime didn't ever release this. The only thing they've released is season 3.
yeah, okay. So I mean, it has like the season 3 style artwork look to it to some degree.
Is it the
And,
red box? Because the red one is just season 3.
No, this was.
I'm pretty sure you're talking about like the one that looks very similar to this one. I can't if it's called like the entire mystery or whatever, or something like that. Maybe.
Twin Peaks, the television collection.
Okay, so that didn't even have Fire Walk with Me with it.
No, it did not.
Interesting, but it had the TV shows, and it didn't have the missing pieces. I probably missed a bunch of special features, but that's the thing. This set
Yes.
is as conclusive as you can get if you're just looking to make one purchase. Like, you're not going to be missing out as a casual fan unless you're like me, and I'm literally going back and buying every previous release. Like, I have the entire mystery Blu-ray set, and then I have the Showtime set by itself, as well as the gold box, which has a bunch of stuff that didn't make it to the other sets, and the previous sets before the gold box have some stuff that didn't make it over to anything after those as well, so I want to hunt those down eventually. But like, for the most part, almost everything you could want is here. The biggest missing things are going to be the SNL sketch and the Japanese coffee commercials and the commentaries, or whatever they were. They're not exactly commentaries from the first
Sure.
season. Well, we've got some
people-
commenters.
Yeah. Welcome, Handsome Devil. Welcome, Drew Movie Club, and welcome, Jason. Appreciate you tuning in and checking it out.
I recognize
yeah.
some names there. Yeah, these are definitely Twin Peaks, though. What else do you got to say about it?
Yeah, I was gonna say. So I sold the other set I had just because I'm like, I don't need a duplicate of that, and I didn't try to like jack up the price. I just wanted to get it to a fan. But I did keep the Fire Walk with Me Criterion collection because I think there's a few things extra on the Criterion for that are not on this set
There
for
are.
Fire Walk with Me. So I kept that just because to try to be a completist. So that was my first one because that came out in January, and like I was so excited to see that when it came out because
Took
the
me
first
months to get
version
it,
of
but
that, yeah, the first version that came out, the big box set of that, that's still going for like 150 to 200 bucks easy.
Yeah, and I don't think that one had 4K on it at all. It didn't have the 4K pilot or the 4K episode 8 of The Return, which was like the reason for me to get this set, because everything else I did have already. So it was literally like, I'm only buying this for the 4K versions of that, because there's probably never going to be a 4K release of Twin Peaks the series or anything.
No, and I'm good with that. So, this is to me the completed set. So I wanted to get that.
But while we're talking Firewalk with Me Criterion and Twin Peaks 4K, last month I did get
Yeah.
Twin Peaks Firewalk with Me on 4K from the Criterion Collection. Just an upgrade from their previous release.
Yeah, I was going to say that looks identical to mine. It's just 4K. So,
Yeah, it's the 4K and I have the Blu-ray, so it's the combo edition or whatever. But
yeah, and I'm probably not going to upgrade to that. I mean,
I did for obvious reasons because it's anything Twin Peaks 4K I can get. Anything. I'm upgrading my entire David Lynch collection right now to 4K, so it's kind of like one of those things. I just did Blue Velvet too. I actually have a video coming out probably this month on Blue Velvet 4K versus DVD.
So Drew's Movie Club says he's never watched Twin Peaks. I'm telling you, if you're a fan of X-Files and
Lost, Stranger Things.
Yeah, if you're a fan of some of those things, especially stuff that doesn't like have any direct spell it out. I mean, if you're a fan of David Lynch, it's worth watching.
Yeah.
Now, it's a 90s TV show, so like be prepared for that because there's some very 90s vibes, some very 90s editorial choices, but it holds up still really well. It's a great watch.
I assume yours came with the booklet too.
Yeah, that's like I said, it looks identical to that, the same thing.
I'm
so
pretty sure they all are.
I think they just upgraded the
released for the first time on 4K that was like a newer thing was Lost Highway, because when they released that, it had only had a DVD release up until that point. I think, except maybe maybe somebody in Europe did a Blu-ray release of it, but like it didn't even get a DVD till 2008. That's wild.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I showed off that. What do you got next?
Okay, so my next one, I'm going to show off my Blu-ray, my 4K, just because I was too lazy to go hunt down my VHS copy of this. But TerrorVision released Monster Squad on VHS, and that was one of my dream VHS titles. But if you go and find a vintage copy of that if you're lucky, you can get one for around $100, but there's people out there selling those for upwards of several $100s. And so the fact that TerrorVision released it and the Paramount Scares version of that, I picked that up. Lovely VHS release. It's the first new VHS I bought, starting to kind of like look into that now that VHS is back again. So I didn't want to just have it be 4K and everything modern, but that VHS release is like choice. So nostalgic for me to go and throwing that in the VCR and watching it.
So I didn't grab that one, but because it didn't necessarily, I guess it technically came out this year because it didn't ship till this year. So I did get this in January or even February or after. Like, I don't even remember how long it took me to get this thing, but they had a bunch of issues because of the wildfires in California. But Rumpelstiltskin on VHS from TerrorVision. Again, similar to yours. The box style, I'm pretty sure, was the same where they open on the front.
Yeah, I love that front open. Like, it's not super convenient for watching VHS, but as a collector, I appreciate that because I'm not going to ruin it. Like, as a kid, we would have destroyed that thing. With 4 kids in our house, that thing would have been absolutely ruined.
Probably like the first week you owned it.
Oh,
like
guaranteed.
The first time you take it out to watch it. I'm trying to get the damn tape out, I can't.
Yeah, I mean, we had VHS slipcovers growing up that got so beat up they literally just got thrown out because they weren't even worth hanging on to.
All right, now I'm having a hard time getting the tape out.
Yeah, exactly.
God damn it. It's a purple tape. I'm trying to show you how cool it is.
Yeah, that's a good one. So now that you show that off, I'm just going to show this then too because I got the Rumpelstiltskin Blu-ray release. And I picked this up at Walmart. So if you're a fan of this movie, it's available at some Walmarts. Walmart's actually one of the few places still carrying a decent amount of physical media.
So that did end up being the Blu-ray, not the 4K?
Yeah, Blu-ray. Yep.
But still, that's pretty sick because it was like $20, wasn't it? 16 even?
Yeah, it was pretty cheap.
And they also have the WNUF 2-pack for $20 there for a while. Well, that was closer to Halloween, but you might still be able to find both of those there if they haven't all been picked up.
Let's see.
Yeah,
This
that would have
right
been on
here?
my
Yeah.
list for sure had I not already bought the separate versions. And I just didn't want to buy it because they are the same discs. I wanted to on one hand to support the guy, but I'm like, what am I going to do? It's just going to sit on the shelf.
Yeah, I mean, I totally get it, right? That's
pretty.
That's the downside to it. But this is a double feature release, and this is so cheap. It was a no-brainer.
Yeah.
And it's different artwork. I think if you buy it directly through TerrorVision, you can get a different artwork for the 2-pack.
I didn't even know if they had a 2-pack on their
Oh,
website.
do they? Okay. I just know that I was looking there, it was different. But yeah,
Yeah.
if you're sleeping on Walmart, like, and I know people don't like Walmart, but their physical
yeah.
media selections right now they're doing some of the most interesting stuff, considering they've had some of the VHS re-releases, some
Right.
of the VHS releases. They're doing a good job of carrying that stuff when a lot of people are ignoring that.
Mm-hmm.
Dang, man, that already puts me 4 deep over here.
Yeah, I've only got 3 left, but we're going to talk about, since we're just talking about Walmart and VHS, I'm talking about the Terrifier
Yes.
3.
Yes.
I also have Terrifier 2. They released the previous year, but this did come out this year, in like January or February, March, sometime in there. It is a double VHS edition. This one is done by Witter Entertainment, sorry, and Broke Horror Fan. It's the Bloody Disgusting partnering up with Walmart and doing that whole section. But
Yeah.
you get the double tapes. They are pretty beautiful, and these movies look great watched this way as well. And this one came with a little Christmas scratch and sniff sticker. The other one came with a saw,
Okay.
but pretty sick. Some VHSs are new VHSs, I should say, are very hit or miss with the quality.
Mm-hmm.
So that's something that kind of sucks.
I mean, I think there's, and is that a widescreen release, or is that a pan and scan, or is that just a 4:3 cut?
Now I can't remember off the top of my head. I think
Okay.
this one is. This one's full frame. It's 4:3, so they probably pan and scanned it, but they probably did that digitally, obviously, so it looks way more natural and it's harder to tell.
Yeah.
And then I know somebody else released a VHS that was widescreen of it, though, like a different company. So.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I'm torn on that, right? You know, growing up, we watched a lot of pan and scan, but at the same time, but am I really going to miss that stuff? Because I've also going to have the high quality version to watch too.
Exactly.
Right. So I'm watching these different formats for different reasons. Like, how do I want to feel? Like, do I want to feel nostalgia? Do I want to feel something different?
I like a full frame on a VHS, but that's the only time I like it. Obviously, DVD, I
Yeah.
prefer widescreen. The problem is a lot of DVDs were full screen. I have a ton of full screen DVDs that were just like, that's just what you bought, and you were like, fuck.
Yeah. What I liked is those discs that were double-sided, widescreen, full screen. I think I got Can't Hardly Wait that's like that, which sucks because, you know, if you got some jagalope handling it and they're getting their fingerprints all over it, you're like, come on, man, keep the disc clean.
Fucking gnarly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope we see some more Walmart VHS releases.
Yeah, I hope they keep it up.
Well, obviously, like they sold the fuck out of those. Those never hit clearance. That was like the one thing that you put in that section that is never going to hit clearance.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Yeah. So when I showed Rumpelstiltskin, like I looked at it one day, I didn't buy it because I wasn't sure like what format it was, because it doesn't really say on the slipcover, and I don't even know if it said on the back. Maybe it does. No, the slipcover doesn't. It doesn't tell you what it is. So like, since it's sealed, you're just like, huh, okay, what is this? And the back's basic, you know, and I looked at it, I picked it up, I put it back, and somebody saw me looking at it and picked it up and like must have bought it because it was gone after like he saw me looking at it.
Son of a bitch.
And then it took me another month to find it again before and at that time I was like, okay, I'm not letting this slip through my fingers again.
I was about to say, it is at least Blu-ray or 4K. Obviously, I don't know. Couldn't.
Yeah. But all that matters is I was able to get it and someone else bought it and it was selling out. And so it's selling well enough that people,
And
it was hard to find.
I'll tell people this
So.
too. Like, that's still a 4K scan, even though it's Blu-ray. It's going to look great.
Mm-hmm.
Still
Yeah.
the same scan as that's on the 4K. It's just compressed a little more, but it'll be all right.
Yeah. What's your next one?
My next one is actually a DVD, but you
All
talked
right.
about WNUF, and I have Trick or Treat, the WNUF spinoff that came out this year. That was released just directly through Chris LaMartina's website, the WNUF
nice.
Big Cartel website.
Did he only do a DVD release of that so far?
Yep.
And
the
you know
thing
what?
is,
For
you don't
something like
need
that,
any-
that's probably fine because that's supposed to be a throwback, right? So that works.
It's just like It's a spin-off directly of the pretty much the second movie. Takes
Shit,
place in
okay.
1994, I believe, if I remember correctly.
Okay.
95, actually. This is when it aired. Because
Okay, and that's
you know,
directly on his site.
the lore is initially aired on the now defunct Monster Planet channel in October '95. Trick or Treat with Reed Richmond is a spine-tingling time capsule of basic cable creepiness produced just a year before Richmond's participation in the Ace Network's controversial Out There Alien Expose, which is the
Yeah,
first or the second movie.
something like that found footage in the 90s is going to be perfect on DVD, right? Because if you upgrade it, it's just not going to look right.
Well, that's the thing is it didn't need a Blu-ray release. It's just that people bitch and want Blu-ray. Like the WNF movies could have just been on DVD, and I would have still bought them just the same and not complained
Yeah.
about it at all. But there's people who would, just like they did about Extreme Ghostbusters and Alf. And it's like, bro, that's it. That's all the info there is.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you can upgrade it, but I'd rather have a DVD release than a shitty upscaled version that gets released and ruins it, right? I'd rather
Yeah.
have it pure to like vintage. So my next one, and this is actually a DVD as well, The Last Drive-In double feature.
Oh, nice.
Like this is a cool little set I got, and it's got 2 movies on it, and it's just DVD.
I'd
but
bought
it's The
that as
Last
well.
Drive-In.
Didn't
Yeah,
I tell
I
you to
mean,
buy that, huh?
yeah, you did. And so I went and picked this up, and it was one I was really happy with. And it's a double feature, right? Like,
Did you watch either of those yet?
no, I haven't had a chance to yet. So it's
So
on my, it's in my
I
stack.
watched the Mayhem episode when it aired,
Oh, okay.
but I haven't seen the Suitable Flesh movie, but I do like Heather Graham, so I'm interested in seeing that one. I still haven't watched it, but I did watch the Mayhem episode when I got it. And they're on separate discs, so I do like that.
Yeah, I mean that makes sense, right? You know,
And those
your
are new
DVD.
movies. They do have that available for anybody interested on Blu-ray. You just have to get it on Amazon or online other places, but Walmart had the DVD, and it was $12, I think, so I was like, hell yeah.
It was super cheap, and you know what? Like I said, I want to encourage places to carry this stuff, right? And so, like, if you can buy it in a physical store and like look at it and take it home, I've been enjoying that a lot.
Bro, I own Halloween 2018 Kills and Ends only on DVD. Actually, all
Yeah.
of the Halloween movies I only own on DVD except Halloween 3, which I have on 4K and Blu-ray.
Yeah, that's the only one I have on 4K too.
I want to get the first one on 4K, though, to be fair, and
Yeah.
upgrade the rest to Blu-ray.
The first one, especially for the sound, the score too, man, because that original score is so good.
It's those extra TV cuts and stuff, too, the special features, that extra disc.
Yeah. So I've got 2 more that are released this year.
All right, you got one more, and then I'll do one more, and then you'll do the last one.
Hell of a Summer.
Yeah, I still didn't see that, but I have seen it in Barnes & Nobles every time I go in there. I'm like, huh.
So it's a decent view. It's not the most amazing movie, but
Oh,
I
shit.
mean, for young filmmakers making that on their own, it's a fun watch, right? It's got nostalgia vibes to it. I mean, that's one that would lend itself to a VHS release just to kind of dumb the quality down a little bit. Like even a DVD of that would be just fine, just because you don't need it. But
Yeah.
you know, I think the Blu-ray there was like $10 or $12. It was like, oh yeah, I'm not going to miss out on that.
Yeah.
What's your next one here?
All right, so my last one is the Nightmare on Elm Street collection, of which my other one, they refused to ship initially when everybody else's was shipping. So I was like, fuck it, I'm getting this one. And it rose to become the 3rd most popular video on my channel and gained me a bunch, like 600 subscribers. It's pretty solid video I did there, I think. And I'm still debating if I'm going to separate these out into cases, because I honestly do like the red case. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
But I probably will. I started photoshopping some designs based on just kind of like the original posters, making them look a little worn, but also with the traditional 4K elements and all the things, you know.
Yeah, and being able to get that nostalgic vibe that they had on the VHS when you stacked them up. I used to love how VHS box art lined up like that. I mean, you think of like the X-Files seasons that they did all that with, like, and spelled stuff out and like made this whole, like, it just looks so good on the shelf.
Yeah.
And like, I get it that was ripe for it, but
I have a bunch of Dragon Ball Z tapes that did that, because they all did that as well. Like, they'd group them together by a season and have artwork from that season displayed on those tapes, and so you'd be a bunch of just pictures from it if you had them.
Yeah, that's really cool. Yeah, so that Nightmare on Elm Street set has gone down like $10 in price. I've been seeing it for about 90 now on average because I still haven't picked it up yet. It's on my to buy list. I just haven't pulled the trigger. So
Yeah. It's honestly the thing it's probably the release of the year. And if it's not this, obviously the Steelbook box set, just simply because it's actually a box set, has all the artwork, et cetera, but there were a
yeah.
couple things I just picked up I forgot to bring in here, but I did get Weapons this week on Blu-ray,
Oh, nice. Okay.
and I watched that again. That was fucking awesome. I really loved that movie.
That's
And,
good.
Hopefully, that one doing well on physical media could possibly release. Sorry, lead to a release of Barbarian, because that never got a release. And I also got Together on 4K because they did not have a Blu-ray release. They only had 4K Blu-ray combo for $22 or DVD for 16, and I was going 22.
For
I'll buy a 4K for $22. Sure.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. That's what I
don't
would
know
be
if you
thinking
saw
the
that
same
one.
thing. Together? That was
James Franco and Alison Brie.
yeah, that was really good. I think we reviewed that.
I can't remember.
The last one I have, and I'm pretty sure it came out this year, or it may have came out at the end of last year. The Substance, did that come out?
Yeah, I
Beginning of the
actually
year?
almost picked that too, but I was like, well, it's just kind of a standard release, but hell yeah, dude.
I
have
mean,
that
it was
as well.
it was such a good movie, and like this is one that I was like,
I have the 4K
the
actually.
the 4K was like $12 or $13 more, whatever. When I was getting on Amazon, I'm like, why the fuck is it that much more? So I just got Blu-ray because
Yeah.
you know that's fine.
It is fine. There were several movies like the previous year that I bought, like Furiosa. I bought that, but I just bought it on Blu-ray.
Yeah, I mean, and I'm
Weapons I just bought on Blu-ray, but the 4K was like $10 more, or whatever it was. The Blu-ray was like $20. Like Together, I
Yeah.
bought the 4K of, even though I'd rather have Weapons on 4K, but it's just because there was no Blu-ray and it was the same price as the Blu-ray would have been. So whatever.
Yeah, and I got a handful of other movies this year too that they didn't come out this year, but just stuff I picked up. Like an honorable mention because Walmart's $5 bin is back.
I don't think it ever
Psycho-
left. It's just like it disappears from stores and then like it randomly pops up. It pisses me off, but
Yeah, but Psycho Gorman's in there now. So if you go find the $5 bin at Walmart, Psycho Gorman's in some of them. So highly recommend it. It's just a strange movie, and it's in there. And like this slipcover's a little beat up, but I like it because it looks kind of old.
yeah.
And yeah, it's great. That's a good film.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of that. Saw Frankie Frico this year.
Yeah, we watched that. That was
I think it
That's a
came out
wild
last year,
movie.
but like, yeah,
yeah.
wouldn't mind getting a Blu-ray copy of that. But there were a couple more films. Like I still haven't seen Cuckoo. I want
Okay.
to get a copy of that. I want to get a copy of Lisa Frankenstein on Blu-ray.
That's good. Yeah, I really like that one too.
I think the Blu-ray is like less than $15 on Amazon for that, so I'm interested in that. But every time I go to Barnes and Noble, they only have the DVD copy of it, so I'm like, what are you doing? DVD
So
would be
I-
fine, but especially
Yeah.
with new movies, I will argue that if you don't have a crazy setup and you're broke, fucking just buy DVDs, man, because it's still the movie. Like most of the time when I'm watching a DVD, I forget about the quality and just watch the movie.
Yeah. I mean, I think so many people are that way. And there's a lot of people that never even upgraded to Blu-ray players, honestly.
Yeah.
Right? If you look at like almost everything will get a DVD release. Some stuff gets the Blu-ray, some stuff gets that. But if you're looking around, you got to take what you can get sometimes.
Yeah, there were a couple other cool things. I mostly got thrifting at places like Vintage Stock this year. I got that Sleepaway Camp Red Cross box set. That's like
Yeah.
was recalled. I got the Cosmos VHS box set series. for
Oh,
like
yeah. That's a
15
cool
bucks.
set. Yeah, that's awesome.
I had been stalking it on eBay for like months.
Yeah.
Because at one
Yeah,
point I
that's-
was like trying to get some weird media, like Unsolved Mysteries DVD releases are
Ooh.
crazy hard to get and expensive, or even just like compilations, not seasons. And it's like fuck.
Yeah.
But the artwork for them is fucking cool as shit. The packaging and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I got Tales from the Dark Side, the complete series from Walmart this year as well. I don't necessarily think it's a new release, maybe just the new packaging for it, but
Yeah. I picked up some classics, just starting to slowly go through and upgrade the 4K collection. And I got a couple movies that I've seen a million times.
Mhm.
Did I need the 4K? Probably not. But the 4K reviews are good enough that they're like, hey, if you like the movie, you'll get it. So picked up Christmas Vacation and Blues Brothers.
Christmas Vacation, I feel like, is worth it for me. I have Blues Brothers on a Blu-ray. That's like an anniversary edition, so I'm sure the special features are on there are enough for me, and the Blu-ray qualities.
Yeah, see, that was one that I had on DVD and I didn't upgrade. So I was like, you know what? I'm not worried about it.
This
Also
year,
snagged Christine, Bubba Hotep. It's not in here right now. And then this movie, Nothing But Trouble.
is that the Blu-ray of that?
Yeah, it's the Blu-ray, and this is the Shout Factory release. So,
I was about to say, interesting. Where did you find that one? Online or just thrifting at Vintage Stock or something?
found this actually on Amazon because I was looking around for it. This was a movie that around the year 2002 to 2004, this was always in the Walmart $5 bin as a DVD. And I wouldn't say it's not a good movie. I enjoy this movie.
It's not for everybody though. That's for sure.
It's fucking odd. But I feel like some of the stuff I watch now, it's heavily influenced that. Watching this movie opened my eyes to being able to watch some of the weird shit we can see now and be like, oh yeah, that makes sense. That's cool. And so that was the first and last time they ever let Dan Aykroyd direct anything.
Yeah.
John Candy in that playing several characters, which is funny because I watched the John Candy documentary they did, and guess what movie doesn't come up at all in that documentary? Nothing But Trouble. It's one of those movies they're like, let's not talk about that.
Yeah. Yeah, there were a couple others. I upgraded, like I said, Halloween 3 this year. I just got the Silent Night, Deadly Night 4K because the new one's coming out, so I'm comparing the 4K to the original 2-pack DVD, I think, from Anchor Bay.
I can't wait for that movie. I think that's going to be such a good release. I'm just my expectations aren't high. I'm just excited for it, I think it'll be fun.
Yeah, it comes out in 10 days. I did a whole video about, I think it's just called A Brief History of Silent Night, Deadly Night. Just talking about all the movies and kind of the making of them and et cetera, et cetera. Very interesting stuff.
Yeah.
If you forget, the sequels have I think it's the fourth one has Richard Beymer and Eric DeRay from Twin Peaks.
Oh, nice. Okay.
And then the Ecto one, Kenner appears in the fifth one.
Mm-hmm. Was it just 5 of them originally?
Yeah. Then there's the 2012 remake with Malcolm McDowell as a sheriff. And that one is not great. It has some really interesting imagery, and Santa Claus has a flamethrower in some spots and shit.
Okay.
It kind of just feels unrelated. That's why it's called Silent Night as opposed to Silent Night, Deadly Night. It's kind of just its own thing.
Okay. Yeah, that's fair. So.
That's pretty much it. I would
Stranger
say.
Things.
Yeah.
You want to talk about episode 1 there?
We can do that. I'm going to have a hard time not spoiling things for you. Did you know that Will is gay?
Yeah. We knew that.
Did you know?
So I didn't get a chance to rewatch all this. There's just so much of it. And I've got 3 kids.
Yeah.
And trying to get to a spot where Liz and I can watch this easily was not happening. It was not in the cards for us. So I anticipate we'll be able to kind of casually rewatch. What I want to do is after we see the finale on New Year's Eve is just casually start a full rewatch of it and just kind of watch that over the next couple months, just an episode a week or at least, kind of get through it all.
We started on November 6th, which was ironically the episode 1 of season 1 takes place November 6th. So
hey, that's perfect.
Started that night accidentally.
I mean,
and we watched all of it by the time season 5 was there. We finished 2 days before season 4.
Yeah, that's cool.
Pretty sweet.
Yeah, so they've only got the 4 episodes out now, but they're kind of getting right into it. I like it.
Yeah, things are different these times. I have to dance around this. You have to talk because I can't even like recall. Okay, I guess leading up to the Holly attack. Okay,
Yeah. So leading up to the Holly
did you
attack,
see the
right?
peanut butter boppers?
Yeah. hmm
Sick.
Yeah, that was
Obviously,
pretty cool.
those are on Grandpa's shelf in the Lost Boys, his
hmm
old fart shelf.
Yep.
So that's fun. That feels like a Lost Boys reference because this season takes place in 1987.
Yeah, I think there's going to be some good references there. So I'm excited to see the Easter eggs too. Like, just pay attention to all that.
I actually have a video coming out about 10 things you may have missed in season 5 coming out tomorrow. Would not recommend you watching it until you've seen the rest of the episodes, but
Yeah.
just pointing out all my favorite references because there's some cool ones. There's some obvious ones. Yeah,
Yeah, and I think the runtime on each episode, I think, is over an hour at least.
pretty close to it. They're all really long. Yeah.
Yeah, so episode 1 starts out, and then I like how it starts out and you don't really realize what's going on, and then you realize, like, why the hell is everything back to normal? It's not. They're in a quarantine, basically, and like the city's blocked off, and they're not letting anyone leave because they don't know if anything's wrong with them.
Yeah.
And then they're doing these crawls, and so we kind of see where everyone's at. Dustin's character development, that is pretty interesting because, the other cliffhanger for episode 1 is he gets his ass beat and like he's just not fucking there. So I don't know what happens to him yet. So
Yeah, he got his ass beat for sure. He got fucked up there and got that snake killed, which is fucked up.
yeah.
I do like how Lucas shows up and is all like fucking impending and is like, I'm gonna fucking beat your ass, bitch.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Yeah, Dustin's. I liked his character development. Like, he's one of those guys that's always been kind of passive and kind of positive, and like he's starting off in this kind of fucked up headspace and not putting up with anyone's bullshit. So I appreciate that kind of character growth for him. Especially as a fucking angsty teenager.
Yeah.
Like, at some point in time, shit's just gonna fucking get under your skin enough to kind of throw you through a loop.
Yeah. The radio station's a cool setting. You see Jonathan and Steve competing.
Yeah.
Sort of.
Which that makes sense because I was like, what the hell is this radio? Because I was seeing all the merch, right? Like Target's had their welcome to Hawkins or welcome to Stranger Things
For sure.
stuff up.
I was guessing that
like,
they were the town was going to be under lockdown a little bit more. Like, because the thing is, they don't really explain why Nancy is quote unquote the station manager. Like, there's no other radio station employees. Like, it would make sense, like, if a lot of people left the town or were able to leave or something and the jobs were left open or they were killed.
Well, Robin makes reference to the former DJ there, and like I wasn't paying super close attention to it at the time
or something.
Basically, she says he left or something, and she's like, this is my 500th broadcast. And so it's like 500 days. So like, obviously it's been going for like almost 2 years of this, which is crazy considering, we hear about all these crawls they're doing. We see that they're looking for 11 all over. The only thing to that they didn't really show is like, do they think she's still in Hawkins and they just can't find her? Like, because they got missing persons posters up in the high school, but then they also like find the decoy that's running around that they think is her.
Right.
And, they kind of throw you off there. And then obviously the other big piece here is Linda Hamilton's character being introduced. So that was interesting to see her come on screen and kind of give this guy shit. So.
Yeah. She is so far, like, I feel like maybe the most wasted of a character. She's just been a little boring to me so far, but we'll see.
Yeah, in that first episode, like, she didn't do much. They're like, we're just looking for her. She's like, until you can bring me the girl, like, I don't care. As she's like surgically cutting into stuff. And I'm like, okay. They're experimenting on this stuff from the upside down. All right.
I've seen a lot of mixed opinions about the season overall, but being vague, I'll say I love it. I don't know.
Well, I like how you're getting right into it because some of the other seasons, like, you got to have the ebbs and flows of like, you have your climax and then you kind of go back down. And so this episode or this season kind of goes in, and obviously a lot of stuff has passed, but stuff's still really messed up. So I like the fact that we're not having to like start completely from scratch.
Yeah.
So the little sister seeing the imaginary friend, and I'm assuming that's Vecna based on like the foreshadowing there that he's talking to her or somebody else, but you know, I'll figure out soon enough. But that was
See,
just interesting.
when I was watching the first episode, I was thinking, this is Vecna, right? And this is obvious, right? That this is Vecna? I'm
Yeah.
like, either it's not Vecna because this is so obvious, or it's just obvious. I
Yeah.
don't know. I mean,
Yeah, I thought that was interesting just because you're like, okay. But I mean, there's a lot of stuff there. And then we see everyone else still struggling with stuff like, you know, the parents there kind of arguing and they're all staying with them.
fucking Ted.
Yeah. Like, could you imagine being like, that's your claim to fame is like playing this fucking guy that's just like so boring? You know?
Hmm.
Like, the most interesting thing I think he's ever done on the show and is the most classic white dude shit he could do. Like, he's literally fucking hitting a golf ball in the fucking yard at night.
When he's pissed off after having an argument with his wife.
Yeah, while she's inside drinking. And like, beyond that, I don't think we ever see anything besides like walk around kind of being boring,
I was about to say,
not appreciating his wife. I'll tell you that.
is he just golfing that you saw?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, all right. Well, I guess I can't say more then.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it was like a
they do some
close up.
things
Good.
this season.
I don't know. I'm excited for it, you know? Like, I'm assuming people have to die. So I'm just kind of wondering
I mean,
how they
that's
do
the
that.
thing is like with killing people and not killing people, people got to be expecting that shit too much and predicting it when like Walking Dead was a thing.
Yeah.
And so now they're like, oh, well, they complain when nobody dies. And like,
Yeah.
like I've seen,
I feel like
just complaints that they haven't killed a lot of characters throughout the last couple. They always kill off characters they introduce. They never kill off main cast. They always have plot armor.
Yeah. And we've got the first half of the season out. We got the second half and then we got the finale. So like, you know, like there's assumptions you can make. We'll see. I don't know. I'm excited for it. Are you going to see the finale in theaters? Have you decided yet?
We will see. I'm gonna try to if I can, but
That's Liz's birthday, so I don't know what our options are going to be because I would love to go do that on New Year's Eve. That'd be fun, but
yeah,
we'll see. See what the options are.
pretty much. Well, that probably brings it to a close for the night.
Before you do that, real quick. So, I got one of these Hardy's Ghostbusters noisemakers. You know, I've never tested them,
Oh god.
and this one works. Yeah, so I found out I had some of these button cell batteries. We got a little thermometer, water thermometer for like the kids' bath, you know, so it's not too hot or whatever. And I was like, oh shit, that thing goes through batteries pretty quick. And so we got a ton of button cell batteries and it's the right size for this. So I was like, oh shit, I can load these things up and see if they work. So
Nice.
got a little kick out of that the other day, something fun. Because I couldn't remember what they sounded like. I'm like, oh, I wonder what this is. What does this sound like? All came back. But I see why they recalled these because like the battery door comes off and button cell batteries are like easily swallowed by kids and like can really fuck them up.
Yeah.
So you're like, yeah, no wonder they recalled those. There's still a lot of them out there though, because I got a full set. I've even got an unopened one in my collection over here.
Oh, damn.
All right. Well, that was good. Thanks for everyone for watching, chatting. And what are we going to do next week?
Ow. Claws in
Do we want to talk about we can't talk about our favorite movies yet. There's still stuff coming out.
I was about to say, we damn near need to do that, but
I think we got to wait till at least Silent Night, Deadly Night comes
Yeah, I was
out.
going to say that doesn't even come out till the week after that, so that's what we'll be reviewing. And then, well, holy shit, we got to look at the schedule here. So
Yeah.
today's the 2nd. The 16th, we'll be talking about Silent Night, Deadly Night. The
Mhm.
23rd is 2 days before Christmas. So I guess the 30th is when we'll be talking Stranger Things 2, fucking 5, part 2.
Yeah.
Goddamn decimal in there.
Galley Nuts just jumped in and said Nightmare on Elm Street was his was their favorite physical release of 2025. Yeah, that's a good choice.
I just got this version because the other one wouldn't ship quick enough
Yeah.
for me.
Yeah, and I've seen so many people on Reddit sharing that, like, and it was like so late on shipping. Everyone's like, "Oh, finally got mine, finally got mine, finally got mine." I'm like, it's a really nice set, but I'm gonna be happy to get the version you have. So
Yeah. All right, everyone.
we'll see you back at it soon. Have a merry good evening.
In case they don't see you.